in the Wiregrass portion of the state of Alabama Veterans Memorial Stadium in Troy. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash and ought to be a sensational game. It's the New Mexico Lobos and the Troy Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. Kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. On the ground, it's Griffin. He's out past the 35. Turning it on! And they finally get him down, but not before he's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
The Trojans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Crowder. Flips it out to the back. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Motion from the wideout. The handoff as they run the counter play here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll run the option. Keeps it on the option. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Makes the grab in their space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lovett. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the move, it's Griffin. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They'll ride the hot hand. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Troy.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They marched 78 yards down the field, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Well, they were trying to run a sweep, but they got put in the dustpan real fast.
And defenses understand, I cannot let fast guys get on the edge. I got to get that ball turning back towards the middle.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on first down for negative yards, and now you take a sack now on second down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go, and you've got to fire off the ball because going backwards ain't going to get it done.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Lobos will call on their punt team. He'll take it on the return. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The option look. Can't get him to the ground.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Using his legs, it's Griffin. Finding some room. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
We've come to the end of the period. It's Troy holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. The run inside. It's Burgess. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Gets the back moving. They'll go to the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Got it. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. How about that catch and toe tap to get the first down?
Man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
The Lobos will snap it on 1st and 10. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
On the ground with the counter. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's there to make the stop.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got an open man. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
14. 14. Where did he go?
Caught in the backfield. It's Walsh. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
They come to the line 3 yards away from the first down marker. They've converted twice on this drive. To the ground to try to move the chains. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down.
Ready, ready. Blue 22. Blue 22. Where did he go?
From the gun. Give on the inside. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Here we go. Ready. Black 88. Ready, go.
Wants to fire on second down. Here comes the heat. And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself.
Touchdown, Lobos! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out. It's White. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to throw, it's Crowder. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Running inside. It's Griffin. Shakes off the defender. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Just going to keep it after the snap. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Trojans want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Caught behind the line. It's White. Makes the catch, and he's free. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Trojans use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
That was a really nice throw down the field. This is a quarterback who prides himself on his downfield accuracy, and that's a play they desperately needed here. Not a lot of time left at the end of the first half, but that big completion now puts them in range to score some points here at the end of the half.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Griffin. Breaks into the open. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Crowder. It's complete. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Troy! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Humphrey. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with UAB taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini. And it's the Blazers looking to get the job done on the road. Right now, it's early, but they lead this season opener.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. The run inside. It's Humphrey. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Now, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on. That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Here's a heat. Buried before he complete.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
Makes the grab. It's Miller. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Fires to the middle. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. And the Lobos line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Takes the handoff. It's Lovett. Runs through a tackle. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Upstairs he's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Back to throw, it's Crowder. Swings it out to his running back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Looking to throw. The screen, he's got wheels. Brought down inside the 15, mark it at the 14-yard line. Now a 4th down decision to be made by this offense. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Third quarter, opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. With the catch, it's Mappa. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Gets away from one. He's got space. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown, Trojans. Special teams proving to be special.
And with that drive, you start to get excited. You start to think about the bounce back from a week ago. Went on the road, tough loss. You get to come back home. And this team has really been a different team today. Nice performance after a heartbreaking loss last week.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He gets a block. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that, baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And this passing game, they can't get in sync, man. They can't get in rhythm. It seems like all game it's been a struggle. Nice job by the defense, dropping back, breaking on the football, but this offense has to find their rhythm somehow, some way.
Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Got a man, it's Humphrey. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Makes the grab. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Lobos want to pick up the tempo. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Troy's offense comes out ready to start this drive. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll run the option. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
Running inside. It's Lovett. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you...
Here's a little room there. The tag! Touchdown, Trojans! And the stomping has commenced.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have gotten down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish that thing off in style with a 49-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And the Lobos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Looking to throw for it. Got his man on the outside. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Lobos are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Miller. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And they get another first down, and this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs. And a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Lobos are in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Bringing the heat. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Lobos trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. 1st and goal for the offense. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They want to throw it. Rush is on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, then you're going to have time to throw.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking for a crease. It's Humphrey. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah. Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. He's looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you can try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
They want that clock to run. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
On the option. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the 1st down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.